Welcome to As the Story Grows. I'm Brian Patton. Today we welcome new Amberian Dawn frontwoman Nicole Willerton to the podcast. The new Amberian Dawn record, Temptation's Gates, is out this Friday on Napalm Records. Nicole talks about her love for all genres of metal, how cover songs led her to Amberian Dawn, bringing harsh vocals to the band's sound, the lyrical themes on Temptation's Gates, and more. Temptation's Gates is a return to kind of that classic symphonic metal sound for Amberian Dawn as they step away from more of the synth pop sound, and Nicole adds just an extra layer to the band, and so I hope you guys check out this record on Friday when it drops. Thanks so much for listening to this episode of As the Story Grows. If you're brand new to the podcast, welcome. You can find links in our show notes or at asthestorygrows.com for our mailing list, our Discord server, and our Patreon page. And if you like what you hear, I would love it if you subscribed on your podcast platform of choice. Enjoy today's conversation with Nicole Willerton from Amberian Dawn.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Hi, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Doing good. I'm doing good. Glad to have you here.
Thank you.
Yeah. I tried poking around the internet for as much information as possible. Where were you born?
Well, so it's a little bit of a mystery there because my father is from England and my mom's from Sweden, but I was born in Sweden and I'm currently also living here.
Nice. Did you spend your childhood going kind of back and forth, or did you just grow up?
Yeah, I was. So we always visited England, and then later on, when I was older, when I went to university and carrying on, I was living in between Sweden and England all the time. But now I feel I've settled down in Sweden.
Yeah.
That's probably where I'm going to stay, which is good in a way because it's quite easy to get to Finland from here as well. So it works out perfectly.
much quicker trip.
Yes.
Yeah. What was growing up like?
Mm-hmm. So growing up like, I think I was a little bit of a loner, to be honest. I always enjoyed being creative, but my biggest interest was really walking around singing to myself. And I always loved music and art in general. I've been a big art fan since I was very young. So I'm the weird art nerd, kind of, if you want to put me in a category.
I mean, I feel like, if you're doing music, at some point you fall into that rabbit hole in some form or fashion, right? Like, if you were singing to yourself from a young age, were you like in choir or like, theater as a kid or something? Yes.
So I started taking vocal lessons from quite a young age, maybe 7, which is very young. But it was just like a couple of them here and there. Because I always knew that I wanted to sing ever since I was like, I don't know, 4 or something like this.
Yeah.
So I've always kind of known what I want to do, and what in what band or in what genre or so on. That's something that I discovered later. I discovered my love for metal.
Yeah. So
growing up in a small town where I would sing in the local choir for kids and etc. I was doing it, but I don't know if it was my. I was feeling it completely.
Yeah.
Then when I finally discovered how to record myself, my voice, and going to my high school, I was presented to all these bands like Rage Against the Machine, Marilyn Manson, like all these like heavier bands, and also I started listening to Nightwish and Epica, and I was like, what have I missed?
Yeah.
I felt like I was always a bit like odd as well. So I think that a lot of people who are listening to heavier music, more alternative music, we kind of fit into that. That we can be ourselves, and we don't mind to listen to the mainstreams. I really love it. It touches me, and eventually, while doing vocal lessons when I was a bit older, I said I really want to learn how to do like growls and extreme vocals. because I was also listening quite a bit to Arch Enemy at the time, and I thought to myself, I really want to be able to do that, like how Angela is doing it.
Yeah.
So just got interested in all the different things that the voice actually is capable of doing.
Yeah.
No, whether it's like fries cream or growl or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's awesome. Because you kind of are from Sweden, like there's a great metal culture there, but I mean, being a woman, was it easy to like find your place in bands or to join bands, or was it still kind of difficult fighting up against some ingrained sexism or something?
Well, I mean, I think being a woman in the metal, singing metal, which is, it's almost like a bit masculine, right? Especially with the growls. So I've had comments, is that a man or is that you?
Yeah.
But I quite like the rebellious nature of it.
Yeah.
So it's always, and I always felt really seen and welcomed, just because perhaps it's more uncommon that women sing in this genre. So I've always felt really included, and it's been wonderful.
Let's talk about Amberian Dawn, and how'd you end up as the new frontwoman for this band?
Well, so I was actually singing in a progressive metal band before, but we were kind of on, I wouldn't say a break, but we were doing a couple of gigs, but we weren't really, completely on it. And Tuomas sends me a message on Facebook because I've done quite a few vocal covers and piano covers on social media. And he was just like, would you be interested in doing a cover of Amberian Dawn? 1 or 2 would be good. So I thought to myself, I had this like idea in the back of my mind, like, is he searching for a new lead vocalist? But I thought, probably not, Yeah. But I was like, because I used to listen to Amberian Dawn as well in the past, so I thought, sure, let's do this. So I took my time, set up a project to record my vocals, but I wasn't really stressed about it or anything. Like I was just doing another cover, and then he emails me again and just asked me, so we're actually looking for a new lead vocalist, and we think you would be great. Are you interested? It made me speed up the process of sending him this cover. I was really not expecting anything, of course. Yeah. But they liked my voice. They thought it was different, and which made me super happy, of course. So after that, I just recorded a lot of different covers for them, just so they could see kind of what my voice could do, but also which songs where I would fit and what I wouldn't fit as well in. Yeah. So and one thing led to another, and then we recorded the albums.
Yeah. I mean, there's obviously excitement about joining the band, but does that come with some like imposter syndrome, or feeling like, okay, there's some bar you have to meet, or are you coming in kind of just like excited to do your thing?
So, I mean, I need to say that for obvious reasons, the people who perform, also like not only the singers, but the instrumentalists, they are incredible musicians within this genre of music. So, of course, you have this like, I need to live up to something. But if I think like that, I'm going to get really stressed.
Yeah.
I'm going to feel like I'm not doing music for the reasons I want to do music for. So for me, it's all about the passion for the music. And if that is my target, it's going to make me perform better as well. So I try to just do my own thing, really.
From a musical standpoint, this new record is almost like a return for Amberian Dawn back to like those first 2 records. I mean, the band is tapping in and heavy again. Was that kind of in place before you joined, or was that like a conversation when you joined the band to go back to something heavier and more guitar focused?
Well, Thomas was speaking to me about the fact that they wanted to go heavier, and me being a lover of I listen even to death and black metal. That was, that made me also very interested. But he already had this idea that he wanted to go down the heavier route again. Yeah. And he said that for him it felt almost like a rebirth, because it's like almost returning to the debut album, but there's a mix between what they already have done as well. In the past, they've done so many albums. But also it's a new chapter for me, so everything is all like a complete rebirth all of it together. Yeah.
In that vein of going heavier, I mean, you bring this, harsh vocal to the band that's not been there before. Like, was it kind of natural in the writing process of like, okay, these songs like need this level of harsh vocal? I'm trying to remember which track it is. I don't know if it's Moon or Unchained. Yeah, where your vocal comes in and you're just like, you feel that emotion of just like, oh shit.
Well, Unchained was actually the first song that Thomas sent to me, and it's quite a spooky song. It's a little bit unusual. The melody is a bit, sort of almost dissonant. Mm-hmm. But he, in this song, he actually wanted me to do growls. So he had like a guide track for how he wanted me to do them. And then it was up to me to write the lyrics. But during the time of recording this song as well, I was going through a bit of a change in my life because I was feeling a bit trapped. So naturally, the lyrics gravitated towards that. And that's how Unchained started, because it's like the spooky melody was almost resonating with how I was feeling at the time. Whereas with Moon, there was no plan of me doing harsh vocals in that song. And actually, it's just me recording my vocals, and that just came out naturally. Nice. That was on me.
Nice. The album's called Temptation's Gate. It's the opening track on the album. How much of like the lyrical and conceptual process were you involved in?
So I wrote all the lyrics.
Okay.
The concept is basically from my mind.
Nice. Nice. Well, what led to that as the title of the record, and what was kind of inspiring you writing this album?
Well, again, coming back to this feeling about feeling trapped, I feel that I was searching for freedom. And I think the ultimate way of finding freedom is just accepting yourself and what you want in life, who you are, and not what you should be, but who you want to be, and searching for that freedom, embracing your temptations. That's really what the album is about.
Nice. Who did the album artwork for you guys?
So the artwork?
Yeah.
He's called Jan Irland, a musician from Finland.
Nice. Because this is your first record with the band, is it weird to kind of step out and be the face and doing the press, or because you wrote the lyrics and like you are the front woman, is it good to like be out there and present this new?
Well, I just feel like everything has happened so quickly, so I don't think I have even registered what's going on. But no, it's a great feeling. I mean, it's different, but it's as long as I can be creative, I'm fulfilled. Yeah. With
this Rebirth, and you've released a couple of singles, how has the response been to the song so far?
Well, I mean, when you change the new lead vocalist, obviously you are prepared for what's going to happen. And they even told me, and the guys in Amberian Dawn, that you need to be prepared for, it's like when you love a band, and also Capri has been singing in the band for many years, that's what you're used to and that's what you want to hear. So suddenly changing the lead vocalist is obviously going to come as a shock. So I was also prepared for this, but luckily enough, the comments have been actually really nice, and it's been a very positive response. So I'm super thankful and happy about that.
Nice. Album's out June 26th. I looked at the band's website. I don't see a lot in way of like tour dates. What's the plan for trying to play live?
Well, we have a upcoming release show, which is Tuska After Party. It's quite recently been announced, and that's right after we release the albums on the 28th of June. Mm-hmm. Playing quite late, but we will be there. And actually, Dark Sarah, Heidi, the original lead vocalist's band, they are opening up for us. So it's almost like a reunion kind of thing. But that's in the works, and we are. There's nothing else confirmed right now, but we are looking to perhaps tour in next year, in March, April.
Nice. Is it tough, like, releasing a record this point of year, knowing, like, festival season's already booked up and it's like you have this new thing you want to share, or is...
I just think it's good because we can plan ahead, and with a tour it's so much so many things to plan. So it's quite good to have a lot of time before this. I think we had a very strong urge of being creative, all of us in the band, and that was really what took its priority. Touring will come later.